This guy has had a problem with his floor. He's starting to overcome it somewhat. You take these from the top. Good lad. So, one of the two things we're going to show today besides the grooming is appropriate breeding behavior for both strangers and people who reside in the same home. Sit. Okay. And door breeding behavior, because this is a guy who likes to jump and plow on people. So what we want to do is make sure that he learns when he sees a door, he's not allowed to do that. So I'm going to ask my guest, Logan, to go through those doors. Hold on just a second. There's a light switch by the big door going outside. You're going to turn that off so that he can't see you. And then when I signal, I want you to start knocking. Okay? And then I want you to follow my instructions. You'll hear me shouting through the door. Okay? Very good. All right. Come on, buddy. Good lad. Hold up there, big fella. Come up. Good boy. Good boy. So the scenario is such, you're in your house, you have your dog on a leash and collar, or in a crate, you know you're expecting company, so basically what you're going to do is prepare for the inevitability that company is going to come. You are going to set the dog up to succeed. Now we're going to use all of the obedience skills that he's been taught that help control the outcomes of this situation. So we have him either on a, his mat, on a down stay, sit stay, wherever, and there's a knock at the door. Who's there? All right. I want to get my dog used to the idea that this is something that we do at the same time. I want my dog to go with me on a leash. Okay, buddy. We have to go together. He's not allowed to leave. Then about the turn I just did, help remind him that his responsibility is to me and not to his state of arousal. Sit. Stay. Now again, I'm not going to reiterate the command. I'm simply going to stop the dog. So with my guest on the other side of the door, I have two options. I'm going to have you come in and shut the door behind you, but once you come in, I want you to stand still and don't pay any attention to the dog, okay? All right, come on in. Just shut the door behind you. Good. Now, I want you to listen carefully. He really, really likes people. I don't want him jumping on you, okay? Because although you don't mind it, other people will. So he can't discriminate, right? He's just going to be that way to everybody. So what I want you to do is stand there quietly, okay? He has to stay seated in order for you to pay attention to him. What I want you to do is I want you to open your hand, accept this, make a fist, leave it. When you greet him, you're going to place your hand in front of him. His name is Atticus. Atticus. He knows it's there. But what he has to do is defer. Leave it. Good lad. And then you open your hand and you give it to him. Okay? No big love fest, right? Because when you start getting really, really aroused with him, he starts getting really, really aroused. And we're trying to teach him to not jump, okay? So we're going to reward him for not jumping. Make sense? Okay, step in. Tell him leave it.
Leave it.
And now you can open your hand. Good boy. Thank you. Now you can follow me into the house and we can party like rock stars. Okay, Atticus. Good pop. Very good. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hey. Come on. Good. Here. Sit. Thank you. Nicely done. Now, the second thing is basically, and this is something that you're going to have to practice with the kids in the house, from the smallest to the tallest, because getting this dog excited by flailing your arms around is not the way to go. Part of his problem is he likes to steal things and he likes to jump on people, and that's because humans have a tendency to encourage that state of arousal. So what you have to teach the children is an appropriate response. You start by controlling the dog, and then you control the child. So as the child approaches, although you're not a child, you're teeny tiny, which I would probably give anything for right now. Okay, so step on in. And we're going to do the same thing. Now, in a situation, he's on an elevated surface. No one needs a training table in their house. He just needs to sit and stay. So basically, leave it. The command leave it means don't touch it. The command out is given if the dog has already touched it. It means get your mouth off of me. Whether it's a nose, a tongue, whatever, it means drop it. So basically, as the person approaches, most of the time people approach whoosh, and they're in the dog's space, and they're, oh, puppy, 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 puppy. Okay? You can see he's not real crazy about that. So what we want to do is be calm. Person approaches, hands at their sides. Right there, come over this way just a little bit so the camera can see you. Come in. Same thing. Now, you see how he's already fighting the leash? What I want Logan to do is turn around and show him her back. What this means is, can't have that. Okay, you can turn around. And as soon as he relaxes, she turns around again. It's part of a sequence of events that teaches the dog that the only way he's going to get attention is if he's mindful of what the owners, the humans want. Good boy. Now, when she extends her hand palm down, you see how he's reaching for my hand? Hold up. When she extends her hand palm down, it's under the chin, and she's going to say the words, leave it. Now, I'm not going to withdraw my hand because that's just going to force him to come right in after. And I'm not going to wave it because that makes excitement. There's the hand, don't touch it. So when I pet him under the chin, good boy, to the side of the head, and then to the top of the head, being careful not to cover the eyes. You ready? And go. Stay.
Leave it.
Don't ask him, tell him, leave it. Don't ask him, tell him, leave it.
Leave it.
Under the chin.